You know, it appears that sensitivity over metaphors, similes, and analogies regarding certain words has reached a zenith of political correctness. Even though there is not a shred of evidence that political rhetoric led to, caused, or even contributed to the Tucson shootings, there is great caution being applied to all things spoken in the media and by politicians. Now, if this new emasculation of the First Amendment takes hold, we probably won't be hearing the president make comments like this anymore.
I'm ready to duel John McCain. I want you to argue with them and get in their face.
So I know whose ass to kick.
We are going to have just hand-to-hand combat up here on Capitol Hill.
We're going to punish our enemies and we're going to reward our friends.
Ooh. Well, you know, other networks have become pretty much language neutered so as not to offend anyone. And in so doing, perhaps not to interest anyone either. CNN's John King provides the perfect example.
My friend Andy Shaw, who now works for a good government group out there, used the term "in the crosshairs" in talking about the candidates out there. We're trying to get away from that language. Andy is a good friend. He's covered politics for a long time, but we're trying to get away from using that kind of language. We won't always be perfect, so hold us accountable when we don't meet your standards.
Absolutely. Well, I got to tell you, Fox News prides itself on being fair and balanced. But in keeping with the new tenderness of speech, I want my show to go even further. I want us to be so fair as to be unfair. I want us to be so balanced as to be unbalanced. That way we can deliver an even deeper and more absolutely politically correct approach to bringing insights to you. So in keeping with that, my comments will now be carefully screened by Dr. Rube Churl, who's the renowned professor of rhetoric at Paroyal University. He's going to be listening to my comments, and if I say something that is not in keeping with the new standards of political speech, he will sound this buzzer. Then he will suggest an alternative word or phrase. So are you ready, Dr. Churl?
Yes, please proceed.
Thank you very much. Well, this week, the House dropped a bombshell.
The word bombshell implies war and violence. Try using a significant incendiary device.
Okay. The House dropped a significant incendiary device by voting to repeal the Obamacare bill. Despite the House vote, Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid said it would come to the Senate floor over his dead body.
Dead body is not appropriate. Let's try my non-animated physical presence.
Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid said the bill would come to the Senate floor over his non-animated physical presence, which was the opening shot in the battle.
Governor, there are two heated words, opening shot and in the battle. We need to replace these. Let's say first point of the dispute in the disagreement.
Seriously. Okay. Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid said the bill would come to the floor over his non-animated physical presence, which was the first point of dispute in the disagreement between the two sides. The Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell responded, "That son of a gun,
Governor, gun is no longer a word we can employ. Let's try that son of a handheld decimation device."
Okay. The Senate Minority Leader responded, "That son of a handheld decimation device." Well, but the Republicans, they stuck to their bullet points in
powdered-powered projectile points.
Okay. And they focused on the job-killing aspect.
Killing?
Right. I get that part. Okay. The job euthanasia bill. And then they voted to bury the bill. Of course, we can't use that either. Okay, they voted to conclusively conceal in an underground manner the bill. So, Dr. Churl, I think if I get it right, here's the way it would read. This is the new recap in our new unfair and unbalanced style. This week, the House dropped a significant incendiary device by voting to repeal the Obamacare bill. Despite the House vote, Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid said it would come to the Senate floor over his non-animated physical presence, which was the first point of dispute in the disagreement between the two sides. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell responded, "That son of a handheld decimation device." But the Republicans stuck to their powdered projectile points, and they focused on the job euthanasia bill and voted conclusively to conceal it in an underground manner, that very bill. There. Okay, I am not sure that political commentary will ever be the same. By the way, my thanks tonight to Dr. Churl, played very ably by the wonderful Ryan Reese, local comedian and a part of our show. Ryan, thank you very much. Or should I say, Dr. Churl. Oh, well. If you think we have gone way too far in the world of political correctness, or if you disagree and you think we ought to eliminate any word that might be taken the wrong way, why don't you let me hear from you? You can contact me at MikeHuckabee.com. Click on the Fox News feedback section. That's at MikeHuckabee.com. Well, people here in America might have mixed views of President Obama's visit with Chinese President Hu Jintao. But according to The Tonight Show, it's been a big hit in China.
This visit is playing very big in China. In fact, in China, they're actually showing parts of the visit in movie theaters. Well, here, take a look.
On behalf of the American people, welcome to the United States.
Watch out, Washington. The leader of the free world, Barack Obama, and the Red Dragon himself, Hu Jintao, are together again. And this time, it's personal. East meets West, Rush Hour 4.
All right, joining me now for a serious take on the president's performance and the government report card, Fox News national security analyst K.T. McFarland, political science professor